We back at it again.
For the culture.
I'm a big fan of culture.
We're really high.
For the culture. My God.
Shout out to Culture.
For the Culture podcast.
Type.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And we are back for the Culture podcast. We have a special guest today, which I'm so excited about. We have the one and only Chef Anna, here live and in color. No, this young lady been kind of hard to track. It's literally been like a 9-month process. And, our producers here had to put a tracker in the car just for us to get her. That's how busy she is. So, Chef Anna, how you doing today?
I'm good. What's up?
You looking good, man. Appreciate you coming on.
I took a good shower.
Right. In the sense of humor. So, man, Chef Anna, we like to start our podcast by asking each and every one that comes on, if you were born and raised in Fresno, and even if you weren't, what zip code you rep?
I was born on the east side. Ooh. 93702.
Oh, two.
Butler and Orange, that area.
Oh man, we know about that. Oh man, so you grew up in the hood.
In the hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So that's where you learned your craft.
Well, definitely it comes from my family.
Right.
My mom had handles.
Ooh.
She had handles, just kind of like that roll.
Right.
I roll back effect.
Okay.
So she was definitely my first inspiration.
Oh, I like that. And then of course I take it, the grandparents or grandma and aunties.
Yeah, there's a lot of chefs in my family.
Really?
Even till now, there's a lot of cousins that have their businesses, that have their restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
I like
it runs in the family.
Man, anyone single?
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Wow, no, that's huge. So, want to jump into that. You left Fresno, right? And then, of course, decided to come back. What did you see out there that made you realize Fresno still had a place for your vision?
Well, I'm back here in Fresno by accident.
Okay. Oh, by accident.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about this accident.
I was out in San Diego. I explored Mexico,
Okay.
down Baja a lot.
Oh.
Restaurants,
Right.
Tijuana, Rosarito, all
man.
that, and San Diego. I worked at a
Yes.
French restaurant there, so I got exposed to the hospitality there, and
Right.
and just the ambiance is just amazing.
Oh,
The food,
100%.
the seafood. I enjoyed it. Over there, they really, just like the big cities they have, they
felt
celebrate.
connected.
Yeah, they celebrate the culture. They celebrate the. I think it's just more respected,
Yes,
out
yes.
there, taken more serious. So I learned a lot. I went to a culinary school in Tijuana. I was like the coconut one in the group. Didn't even know how to speak the Spanish really good,
Right.
but because I've always been like that, and I was always known for like the pocha in the family. But I speak Spanish a little funny. But I get my way. I still.
You speak it proper.
Well, everyone else did. I don't. I
Okay.
guess they say I always pronounced it wrong, but I still got around.
right.
They understood me at the end of the day.
That'll work.
So I got offered a job in San Francisco, so that's why the reason I left
Okay.
San Diego. And
Man, San Francisco, I mean, that's a location, a place where, of course, arts, right? Which
Yeah.
includes food. And I do notice you make art out of your food. And
Yeah.
so, man, you have to be in one of the top in your class to get recruited by a restaurant in San Francisco.
yeah, it was actually a family member was opening a Baja style
Okay.
restaurant, and he knew it was what I was doing in San Diego. I went to go visit him. It was, I mean, it's I love what he's doing out there. I just wasn't really into San Francisco. I thought it was like right after the pandemic kind of finished, and I was
Okay.
transitioning, and I was, coming back and forth to Fresno to hustle, because
Right.
everybody kind of knew me. People knew, growing up, that I was always into food and doing caterings. I would do for a lot of family and friends.
Okay.
And I started getting into the infused
Oh,
events.
all
And so I was coming back and forth. Fresno kept calling my name. The restaurant wasn't open yet.
right.
So I'm back here by accident.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you know what? They do say Fresno's kind of like a toilet bowl. You know, you leave and somehow it just
You end up
once
coming
you
back.
come back, right,
It's
you're
home.
flushed back in.
Yeah.
Right. So we got you.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
I mean,
By accident,
yeah,
of course.
I'm here. I'm trying to make it happen here. Yeah.
Man, for each and every one of you, man, we got to continue supporting our girl Chef Anna, because if not, man, she's gonna get recruited by one of these, big restaurants, and she's gone.
Yeah.
So I know it's a lot of places in the United States that's like real big when it comes to like the restaurant. Like I lived on the East Coast, and man, they're big when it comes to food and so forth. And you got places like Florida and
Yeah.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Especially tourist locations.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they take pride in the food and the chefs that they bring on.
When I came back from, when I was coming back from San Francisco, I started seeing the like evolution here and of food. It was blowing up. There's a lot of food trucks. There's a lot of businesses coming out, and just starting to see it be celebrated a lot more and a lot more open, a lot more events.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, okay, this is cool, because when I left, it wasn't like that.
That's
Coming
true.
back, it was
popping.
growing. Yeah.
I like that. You know what? Maybe it was that energy you brought.
I don't know.
That
It
energy. It was like
was finally Fresno's catching up.
right. The little girl from South Orange, Fresno,
The east side.
93702 guys. You said don't forget. And I mean, it's a contribution to the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about contribution to the culture, since we're here in culture. Man, Infused, what was that? What was that experience like?
Oh, I had fun. It was fun. I think my goal was to not just have infused brownies or treats, just it's too sweet that you can't enjoy it. I was like, let's do some upscale, elevated food.
Okay.
We smoked oysters once. Just trying to see how to create these recipes, these dishes.
Yeah.
And trying to find a sweet spot so that way we can elevate it,
Right.
and just present food that way.
And I take it people gravitated to it and loved it. I never experienced, that when it comes to that type of food.
Yeah.
Man, and so
It was a good time.
you was able to master it in a way to where it just meshed and people enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
You got the touch.
yeah, for the most part, people really, really, really enjoyed it. They had a good time. Nobody overindulged. Everybody was just, they had a good night's sleep. I heard they had a great time. It was yeah. Yeah.
I know your phone had to be ringing after that.
No, yeah. It was some good times for
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh man, so Chef Anna, tell us about the vibe you have when you cook,
Oh man.
and what gets you into that creative mindset.
Well, each event is different. It depends on like the customer or the event, but I just try to come from a place to like really cook in a good mood, cook with love.
Yes.
Because I've been in this industry over 20 years. So I've messed up all kinds of things. I've made my mistakes. I can't even we all made our mistakes in this industry, but
Learn from it.
yeah. So I realized that it's just coming in with the right attitude, clear mind. Like nothing else matters. You gotta put all the other stuff behind and just focus on that. To me, I want to deliver, and I want to make sure everybody is satisfied or that is pleased. I want everyone to have that eye roll back effect, just like I had with my mom. Because to me, food is an experience.
True. That's true.
It should be a good experience.
True.
Most of the times, we all don't have good experience with food.
Say that again.
With restaurants we go to or places, it was like it was all right.
Right.
It was like whatever.
Or
But I want you to be like satisfied. And so I always have to make sure that I'm in the right headspace.
So
And
when
music,
you got to have good music.
good music. Yeah, I always have the R&B lovey-dovey stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I got to start off with that, or some of my old school, some just kind of get me back to,
Right.
the basics.
Oh, so you Juliet with the spatula.
I be singing. I be
I
singing.
like it. What's your favorite genre?
Oh, it has to be uh, R&B, but even like the classics, like going to soft rock and all
Right.
that. I get down. I like all that mushy love music.
Like for all the inspiring, chefs out there, would you agree that, you know, in order for, the food to be savory and to give a great experience, you know, there's a certain type of energy that has to go into it.
Almost
When you're
definitely.
prepping and cooking and
You gotta
stuff.
love this. This is not for the weak.
Right.
Your body hurts at the end of the day. Your
Yes.
feet, it's stress.
Right.
Because you have that weight, like you have to deliver. You have to make sure everybody's fed. What if you're, have an event of 300 people? You want to make sure you have enough food.
That's true.
That everything runs smooth, and so you have to love this because it takes like I said, it takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on your mental.
That's true.
And it's not for the weak. Not everybody likes food service because it's too much physical.
Right.
It's not only the prep. Now you got to cook it. Now now I got to clean up. You got, So yeah, it's really it's a love for the craft, and you got to have heart.
You're absolutely right. You definitely got to have heart. Because I've recently experienced, a mutual friend of ours, caught me on candy camera. And, I was eating something, and the audience, of course, thought that something else was going on, but it was just the food was just so savory and good to where it took me to that place.
Yeah.
Interesting enough. But it really does. You really do have to have a certain type of energy to go into that for a person to be able to receive that same energy.
Oh yeah, that's why when we enjoyed our grandparents or our parents when they would cook
That
because
love.
it was intentional.
Yes, no, so true. How it just nourished our body in a way, and you're right. And if the right energy don't goes into that meal,
It's a disaster.
big time. Oh my goodness, big time. What would you say is probably one of your most memorable events that you of course cater and you were able to experience that as people were eating and congregating with one another?
Oh man,
Too many to
yeah,
talk about?
yeah. I've had my share of experiences.
Right.
Really, I really have. I've been blessed in that. I've been blessed to being able to do what I love to do.
Yes, that's true.
And,
That is a blessing.
I remember when I was young, in my early 20s, when I started this. The whole point and the mission in my mind was I want to satisfy people. I want people to taste my food. I want to give them that experience. It's always been the experience because there's food. You can just feed yourself and just whatever, but if you have a good memory behind it, if you have a good feeling when you're eating and you're like, I want more of that.
Yes.
I want that flavor. I want it to hit. That's what I intended to do.
I agree.
It's not for anything else.
Right. No, I totally agree. Would you agree that, those that are in the restaurant industry, this is a craft that one should not pursue if it's about the money, right? You really got to have passion. Of course, we got to live, but it's like you really got to have passion in order to deliver.
There's really no shortcuts. You'll see the results and the service and the food. So yeah, you really have to have passion for the money. It's a concept. It'll come.
Deliver.
But it's a hustle too, especially if you're working for yourself in your own business. It's a hustle. It's not like you have or like a corporate job, or even working for some of these corporate businesses that are food businesses. That's there's no
certain practices.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. And for the audience, I think we're all curious. What's your favorite dish that you personally like to eat?
I eat it all. Like I don't really discriminate with food. There's some crazy shit off the wall stuff I won't touch, but what I love, my favorite meal, honestly, has to be like a sandwich or a ramen noodle.
Okay.
I mean, to keep it simple, or
Right.
peanut butter and jelly.
I mean, like
Something.
simple ramen noodle, or you spice it up
No,
with some. You add some.
I spice it up. I mean, I sometimes I add, I add the chilies, I add the lemon. I have to have some lemon with
Okay.
my ramen noodle all the time.
Okay.
But yeah, but I really I eat really simple.
Right.
I of course, when I go out to restaurants and we go to dinner and stuff like that, I'll try everything and
Sure.
eat. But for myself at home, I'm happy with a sandwich.
That's what's up. I mean, and pretty much, just letting people know that, you haven't forgot where you come from.
No, man.
And you embrace it.
I remember being outside, and we had to be outside and figure shit out and
Yes.
run around with the water hose and I just remember getting a sandwich and sticking Doritos and smashing it and just being all wet with the towel and just eating the sandwich. That's memories. Or my brother making me a ramen noodle, adding jala tapatio in there,
Right.
trying to make me throw up. It's just those are the memories that I have.
And with those memories, it's like what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. Those
Still to this day,
experiences.
I'm smashing those Doritos in that sandwich.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, and it's
Till this
good,
day,
too.
adding tapatio in my ramen noodles and lemons. Yeah.
So
So
you do the Doritos. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the Ruffles.
I like something crunchy with my sandwich.
So talking about sandwich, what's your favorite sandwich? You like roast beef, turkey,
I
pastrami?
keep it. I'll usually order something like a turkey and salami.
Okay.
But if I'm at
That's
home,
your
it's
thing.
just simple. Something
Right.
I hardly even put meat in, as long as it has tomatoes, it has some kind of cheese,
Right.
a little slice of bread of meat, and Doritos smashed.
Man, you guys heard it. Smash Dorito sandwich. It goes down with shit. I'm gonna have to try that. Right. But I'm gonna try it if you make it.
I'll make it. Yeah, we'll make it. I'll make you that grilled PB&J. That's what I'll do.
I think that
Put you in a coma.
Right.
Put you in a coma just off of that PB&J.
As long as it's infused though.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you would.
So man, Chef Anna, we're all curious, what's the future for Chef Anna? What's next?
Oh. Trying to make it in this industry.
Yeah.
I want to get my food from my table to your table.
You heard it. Wow.
So whatever, that I'm open to all possibilities and then just trying to keep it pushing.
No, true. Well, shoot, we could start in my kitchen if you want to. Right.
Say less. Tell me when. Let's
100%. Send me the schedule number. I know you busy, so I'm gonna make sure I get on the schedule. Is there a fee to be, put a hit of someone?
to
To get a hit of someone?
is there? Oh no,
Oh.
we were friends now. We're good.
Okay, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work.
Call me.
That we can make it work. No, Chef Anna, I want to say thank you, sincerely and so much, and I appreciate you embracing tracker on the car. Finally was able to get a hold of you.
No, I'm glad I finally made it. I'm glad.
We have we have a colleague of yours that we was able to get her set up where one of her colleagues needed her help, and she came to his aid, and she didn't know that she was there, so we could lock her in too, because she's been hard to get a hold of. And so we again we thank you sincerely and wholeheartedly.
Thank you for having me here. I enjoyed this.
100%.
And we'll cook
And
for you
just know
anytime.
that man, this is your home.
Thank you.
Man, you always gonna be VIP here.
Oh, don't say less.
Yeah, no. For real.